the first, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys were the first crew that I was aware of that did it that way.
The Juice Crew was the first crew.
Okay, there you go.
The
But y'all did the Juice Crew do records together, like albums?
The Juice Crew did that one song.
Right.
They was the first, but what we did was something different. Like when we was out, all 4 of us on the Billboard charts at the same time.
Which is crazy.
We was like, again, we had our own tour. Like after we went on tour with people, the first tour was Run DMC, EPMD, Public Enemy, Jerry Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Second tour was Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, EPMD, and Kane. Third tour was Hammer, EPMD, Vanilla Ice. He opened up.
Ice.
And
he opened up.
Right. He had to throw that in.
At the time. And at the time, he didn't have none. He was a dancer kind of with the record though.
Right. How did y'all feel about him?
Nah, it was.
He was the opener.
It was. We didn't know, whatever. But anyway, that didn't last because we had static with Hammer. You know, like I said, on the tour.
Yeah. Well, what was the static over?
Hammer had riders. You know, you come up with the riders.
Yeah.
So my dancer Fendi from Fort Rockaway would jump on the rider. Hammer didn't like that. He said, "Listen, tell your dancer stop jumping on the rider." So okay, now you asking me or how you telling me this?
Right.
You know where we from this is the Apple.
Right.
No hardcore shit, but street man to man.
Right.
Just asking me in a way that's gonna be cool.
Right.
So he says, I said, "Funny man, Hammer said don't jump on the riders, man." Whatever like that. But for excitement, the dancer Fendi, if you know him, he's really ill. So the momentum got him jump on the rider.
Right.
So that night, feeling the hype, you know, we in arenas. He jumped on the speaker. So once we come down, Hammer's brother come over and get into Fendi's face. Now I'm not on that side yet.
Right. This is during Hammer's set?
No, this is when we get off the stage. Hammer ain't on yet.
Right.
Hammer brother come over, and he talks to Fendi, but he's barking at him. Paris comes, boom, busts Hammer's brother's face, glasses, everything off. Paris he wasn't one of them people.
Right.
So after we do that, we see all of Hammer's people come towards us. So we rode, but we fucked around and went down the hallway. So we stuck. Only 4 of us.
Right.
There's 30 niggas in there.
Right.
With police. So Solo is staying stuck. Hammer brother, you probably know, Lou, he's like, yeah, I want the Erick Sermon kid.
Right.
So we here, we already. But the sheriffs was already coming.
Right.
So before the brawl happened, we knew we was like, you know, my man Alvin, he's dead now too, but he was a dog.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we left. The next day, we get a phone call from Russell.
Hold on. Don't skip past that. Don't skip past that. What happened?
It didn't go down.
It didn't go down. The sheriff
got
came.
away.
They defused it. Cool.
They defused it, but it was already stuck to where we was only 4 people.
Right.
You know how many? He got 70 dancers anyway.
Right.
So we was like,
that was your ass, Mr. Postman.
So Hammer. And so the next day, what I'm trying to say is the fact that once the phone call came in, he already had called Russell. Said we don't want no problems with them. None. It got so bad that the next day in Oakland, he didn't show up to his own show.
Wow.
Because then you would have to do this. Not saying that he wasn't getting busy, but he just didn't, I guess he didn't want it.
Wasn't worth it, I guess.
He held it down.
And Too Short was out there with me. So he said, Eric, don't worry about it, we here. Now, he's from Oakland.
Yeah.
But he still was my boy. Eric, I got 30 out here with me. That's why me and Short is best friends to this day. Because again, he didn't have to do that.
Right.
I'm like, yo, you know, what you mean? Because I'm thinking that you are in Oakland. You know, this is your spot.
Right.
But he was like, no, I got you. Got 30 out here with me.
Right.
So
Short
Paris
dog.
landed the only punch
Yeah.
in the brawl.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Wow. but then this record started happening.
I don't. Did him ever dish out?
No. The Redman beef happened because Redman dissed him on and said about his moms.
Yeah, him ain't shit. His mom ain't shit.
And then Hammer came back with the skull cap and everything too in the video.
Wearing Carl Kanai.
Yeah.
Talking about.
But again, they got cool because at the last day of the hip hop thing on MTV, MTV Raps, where we all got together, I was there. We squashed the beef there. Well, him and Reggie did. But I wouldn't listen. I didn't want to really catch it with Hammer because again, the nigga throw hands too.
Yeah.
But at that moment, nobody wanted nothing.
That's good. And that escalated.
That's great.
Because I, you know, every time I think I'll be like, damn, bro, we wouldn't have made it.
I was God.
You know, we wouldn't have made it because there was too many.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what, a 6'2", you know, heavy set.
Yeah.
Why did the guy that Parrish punched want to fight you instead of Parrish?
No, not that brother. It was another
it was
brother.
a whole different.
You know how I
Whole different brother.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We hear about the stories from back then, before social media, before everybody was filming every piece of drama, whether it was authentic or created,
Right.
or made strictly for the camera. But we hear about those stories from the background, but you were living those. All those wild moments that if they'd have made it to camera, somebody would have got locked up.
Yeah, we was in Carolina, and so I forgot them boys was not playing. Well, my man walking to a club. It was me and Special Ed went to a club. You know, we in a club, and Special Ed walked by, and niggas like, ain't no stars in here. You know, niggas want to flash money, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Whatever. So me and my man walked in afterwards too. And he was still talking shit. My man hit him. And the gun fell. But it was like the gun was moving fast towards the back. So it was moving.
It was just feet.
So we tried to go get it.
Right.
But it kept it was like some movie, like it kept going. so now we gotta run back out.
Right.
And they busting. Now, me, I'm about 30 pounds lighter than this. I'm running. I jump in the ditch. Go. I don't know how. My man is fast. I'm neck and neck with this. Like, yo, I jump in the ditch. Didn't get hurting like that. So by the time it got messed up, niggas like, Erick, I'm like, yo, down here. So we get out, we by the highway, some girl takes us back to the hotel. Big Daddy Kane comes, he had this dude named Terminator with him from Brooklyn. So, and he's like, yo, when I go back, I'm like, niggas are going back, because it's over now, But those are the things where people don't think back then, because there was no cameras the whole nine, but it was a lot of them. Up in Rochester, there was them boys too. It was dangerous, man. They was just niggas that had money. And so what you rap? There was, don't forget, it was dealers first. Then rappers came second.
Right.
So now we done took over.
Right.
Rappers that came and took over what they got. They cars, their jewelry, their girls, the whole nine. So niggas didn't like it. It was always a street, always. Problems.